Greetings and welcome to the RC Wallet Vacuum channel. On today's video I'm going to pick back up here with the SNORAT, and I'm going to tie the front and rear differentials into the subframe and then tie the subframe to the shock tower in the front and back. That'll support the hood here and cargo bed. Still got to build something down in here yet. I haven't got to that yet. But before I get involved in that, I'm going to take and do a little modification in the back to take care of the toe-in issues. So let's head to the mill to take care of that. So like I mentioned in a previous video, one of the issues I've had with these tracks that has to be corrected is the toe-in on the rear end. And according to the label on the rear hinge pin brace, it's 3 degrees of toe and 2 degrees of anti-squat. I gotta get rid of, certainly the 3 degrees of toe is going to be eliminated, gone back to 0. I don't give a squat about the anti-squat, so they'll probably be left as is. So I'm going to pull the hinge pin braces off the front and rear of this rear differential and basically make a hybrid. And I'm going to make it a little bit thicker than stock ones too. This will be made out of 70-75, so I got to go cut a piece and I'll head off to the mill. The toe is now corrected. Milled a new hinge pin brace with 0 degrees toe in. Got that installed, and you can see the tracks are nice and parallel in there, so that'll take care of that problem. Back here at the rear differential, I got to link a top tab over to this truss somehow. Probably gonna do it in 2 parts. I got a piece of 3/4 inch solid aluminum bar and a couple different size pieces of some 1/4 inch flat stock, and head to the lathe and mill and see what we can make happen with that. So to try to get the linkage bar to work, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take and just mill a couple flats on either side of that, and there'll be a hole going straight through that'll tie into the differential. And the other end is drill and tap for probably a 6mm bolt. Well, let's see if this is going to fit down in here. Get this into focus. Oh yeah, that'll fit in there good. I just got to go through and I got to put a radius up on either side there. On those corners. And it says I'm too lazy to set up the rotary table on the mill for such a simple job. I'm going to take care of it on the belt sander. That'll allow me to sink this thing all the way back into that radius. And get more hole in there. So there's how the rear differential brace works back to the subframe. This just gets welded on up here, and then a couple triangle pieces on either side that reinforce it back to the tube. And it just does bolt from the front. So technically it can be taken apart in two pieces, but plan would be to normally leave this bolted and just swing this roll cage into position into that radius on the differential housing. So let me get this torn apart and get that brace and the wedges welded in there. Slide assembly is now welded in there, and I think that'll hold pretty good and solid. I don't see a lot of flex going on with that. And this is up in the front side of it. So the next step is to turn my attention to the front differential and see how I'm going to do that one. So one of the biggest reasons I'm trying to eliminate the traditional chassis brace in this vehicle is I want to leave that deck open as much as possible for future expansions for different things. I like to put some auxiliary batteries in there, perhaps a hydraulic power pack, whatever else I can try packing in there. So that's the reason for that. So I do believe I've cooked up enough of a harebrained scheme now to take care of reinforcing the front differential to the subframe. I got this little T-section I got to put together, and some machining and put that together, and then I'll come up off the front differential, tied to the hood assembly, and then anchored back to this truss assembly. So let me get that put together. So there's the front differential brace, and as you can see, it ties back to the frame. At 2 points, it touches up here on the hood, brace that, and then it goes back to the subframe cross member via that bar. So the next step I'm going to go through is going to be start gusseting the subframe. But even without the gusseting, this thing is getting pretty tough. But we'll get the gusseting in there, and then work on putting a sheet metal in there. I'm going to have a window here, I believe, a window here, obviously a windshield. These will both be windows, and then I want to have a window back there. I want to have Lexan in there to help keep the snow out. So let me get to working on that. Well, I'm finally starting to get some of the sheet metal on here. I haven't fully gusseted it, but I want to get some sheet metal on there before I get too much farther along. It's just starting to look a little bit like a battle tank. I need to mount a gun up on there. Then you got the cab brace back here at least. I haven't done it in the front yet, but then the body here is going to get a piece of diamond plate. This will all be tied together with diamond plate, and that'll stiffen all that up. So I think that's going to call it for this particular video, and next video I'll try to get a little farther along on the sheet metal and ready to run this thing. So until the next video, thanks for watching.